Hello everyone, Tutu Mora here with the Y, bringing you tools to feel well in your body, mind, and spirit. School is starting, and so that means for many of us that we are wearing backpacks, that we are carrying bags, just of supplies and books back and forth from school. And that can be really taxing on your neck, your shoulders, your body in general. So we are going to be doing just a very quick reset to let go of some of that tension, soothe some of those spaces that are holding and are asked a lot of as we carry these heavy things, particularly if we carry it just on one side of our body. All you're gonna need is a wall, and I'm also using a little squishy ball. So I'm using this squishy ball here. It's got some give to it. And so I invite you to find something similar that you might have at home. That could be, if you're using a tennis ball or something, that feedback is gonna be a little bit firmer. So we'll just kind of have to feel into the amount of pressure that we put in. As well, you could also use a bunch of rolled up socks if you're in a bind. So grab what you have and I'll meet you over by the wall. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do, you can have your ball handy. We won't come to that quite yet. But let's just stand against the wall. Your feet can be out a little bit of ways away from the wall so that you feel like you can comfortably connect most of your spine to the wall. And we're not connecting your spine as a flat thing to the wall. We're connecting your low back. We're connecting that space between the shoulder blades and perhaps the base of your skull too. Now, if you find it difficult to connect all three of those spaces, let's aim for 2 out of 3. One of them being your low back. But even just kind of feeling into, I'm just moving my hair out of the way, feeling into how it feels to rest your back flat against a surface. Because when we're wearing a bag, we're kind of tilted to one side, maybe, or a backpack, and we're kind of rounded over to support the load that we're carrying. So even just feeling into how does that feel? Taking a couple deep breaths, perhaps breathing yourself back into the wall behind you. So exploring that back plane of the body. So the back of the rib cage, the back of the heart. Let's bring your arms out. Fingertips just in front. And I want you to feel like you're plugging your arm back into the wall behind you. Let's keep one arm outstretched here, and keeping your spine connection points to the wall, let's just float one arm out to the side. See if you can connect your arm to the wall. Now with this hand, we're gonna scoop your shoulder blade out from we're scooping it away from your spine. Scoop it away from your spine and then forward towards your fingertips, and then draw it back to connect with the wall. And let's take that a couple times. Feeling like we get to scoop that shoulder blade out and to help you reach forward. Now, when we scoop, I'll show you from the side, we're not rotating through the spine. We're just feeling that shoulder blade wrap around to help you reach your arm away and then draw it right back in. So notice how my spine isn't moving. We just get to move the shoulder blade. We're moving through that space, almost to like ease it away from where it might have been connected and adhered a little bit while you're carrying your bags. So again, we're right about here, and let's take that a couple more times. Now let's open that arm straight out against the wall, find that connection point, and take a couple deep breaths. Other arm is gonna come forward, same thing. Let's scoop out and forward, drawing it back in. Noticing how this feels from side to side. It might feel different. Your spine might be tempted to rotate more on one side than the other. A few more here. We're reaching through that wall arm so it's nice and long. And then let's open it out to the side. Deep breath. Let's bring one arm up, fingertips towards the ceiling. let your shoulder drop down. So we're not lifting our shoulder up as our arm draws up. So we don't want to see this. We want to let this space soften as our arm glides up to the best of your ability. Take a deep breath. As your arm stays reaching up with your shoulder blade down, let's again bring that other arm forward and let's take that little shoulder blade scoop as you stay connected on that other side of your body. Spine stays connected. Opening back out. Other arm slides down. Take a deep breath in your T. Your arms might be feeling a little tired. This could strengthen a bit as well. Let's bring this arm up. We're bringing it up. Shoulder blade down. Perhaps noticing if it feels different to drop one side than the other. Take a deep breath. And then bringing yourself forward. Let's scoop out, draw back in. And opening back out. Both arms in a T. Let's bend at the elbow here. And then we're gonna lift one arm up. Let your shoulder blade glide down your back. Bring it back down. Other side. 2 more sets. Big stretch through the chest. You're keeping your wrist and your elbow connected as best as you can. As well, your spine is connected through the low back, the back of the heart, and the base of the skull. Go ahead and rest. Whew. Just take a couple steps around. See how this feels through your upper body, through your chest. Let's grab our little squishy ball. Okay, first thing here, let's bring that squishy ball just to our chest here. Using tolerable pressure, we're just taking a little massage of the chest here. Ease into the spaces that feel good and adjust your pressure to what feels tender, because this space might feel quite tender. Let's take that to the other side. Noticing if one side feels more tender than the other, which can tell you a lot about how you might be carrying your bag or your backpack. Now we're gonna take the ball, and we're gonna lean against the wall, but we're gonna place the ball kind of right between your shoulder blade and your spine. And I want you, as you place it, you can bend your knees, gliding up and down, and just find a place that feels especially supportive. You can kind of rock gently from side to side, but we want to stay on a space that's between that shoulder blade and your spine. And so wherever that kind of falls for you, this feels like a good space. Let's just bring your arm up, around and down, just a few circles in each direction as you maintain that little bit of pressure through the ball. More reverse. Now staying with that same side, let's grab the ball, and we're gonna place the ball kind of right beneath the armpit along the side of the rib cage here. Arm is gonna be up towards the ceiling, and the ball is gonna rest right up against the wall. And you're leaning into the ball with tolerable pressure, and we're gonna move out to the side, towards the wall. So we're letting that ball massage that space a little bit. Now play around with how high or how low it goes. They'll all feel a little different, but all are great places to get that support of the ball. And so take your time. If this space feels especially tender, really just let yourself take your time to attend to those sensations. We're gonna take this to the other side. Now, again, we're finding that space that's kind of right between the spine and the shoulder blade, but it might feel different on this side. So placing the ball, and go ahead and just bend your knees and explore that space. And indeed, this alone might feel really nice just to take that up and down. But find a place that feels supportive. And again, keeping that tolerable pressure into the ball. Let's take a few circles. Now with the ball against the wall, your spine doesn't need to be connected to the wall, but I do want you to maintain a sense of that posture. So your head is not tilted down, it's not looking up, we're not rounded. We have that same kind of posture that we did when our spine was against the wall, but this time we don't have the feedback of the wall to guide that posture. So just see what you can do to keep that alignment. We'll reverse. And then let's place that ball right beneath the armpit here. And again, take your time. So we'll spiral out, spiral in towards the wall, using tolerable pressure and meeting this side where it's at. So if it needs some more time and attention, if you need to travel up and down through that space to really get at some of the tension that's living there, do so. Meet your body where it's at in terms of the care that it's asking for today. Now go ahead, and when you're done, you can drop that ball off to the side and just see how you feel. You are gonna notice that we have scrubbed away some tension through the chest, through the back, through the shoulders. You'll feel that even into the neck. So, enjoy that. File this away as a tool that you have. So if at the end of the day, or even any time of day, you're just really feeling uncomfortable from the ways that you've been moving with your book bag or your shoulder bag, take a moment, find a wall, or if you just have a ball, you can do a couple of these helpful things just to care for your body during the day, so that at the end of the day, or just in general during the day, you don't feel as tense, as tired, as stuck. You feel a little bit more free and easy and able to meet the day with all that you have. So I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you back here next time on the Wise Recharge with Us from Home series. Take care.